How to speedrun MCSR like a pro player. Fastest chest looting method. Believe it or no, there is actually meta tech to taking items out of a chest in the fastest way possible. I'm sure you already ken how these work, but I'll go over the basic transactions of looting a chest first. The regular, most simple way to loot a chest is just dragging each item individually to your inventory, and it's very, very slow. Shift clicking, however, to insta-place it in your inventory is direct and messy, but can be slightly cleaned up by pressing a number hotbar keybind. It's no terrible, but it's bad when items are very spread out in a chest. But we eliminate that problem by double clicking on an item to gather all of it spread across the chest. And because you can then just shift click it afterwards, it's probably the most common way people do loot a chest. But because every single input in this timeline used the left mouse button for its transaction, you're fighting with input delay for a long gap before you complete the action. And a further negative is you cannot use it on items that didn't stack, for example potions or beds. But there is a way we can trick the game to avoid this input delay and bunch up all the spread items and even shift click them immediately. And it's not even going to matter if they're single stack items because they're going to work too. This is all possible with your keybind that swaps an item to the offhand. What we're going to do is from the chest UI itself. We press the keybind on an item to place it into the offhand, and then we press it again to return it. What I've done here behind the curtain is increase an internal counter for an inventory transaction condition. So now when we do our next step and press on our future inventory transaction, it reaches 2 clicks for the mass bunch method condition. While doing so, we're also going to force it to reach the condition of sending it to the first slot of the inventory by shift clicking it. And because we're combining these, it will never check if the single stack item was valid to do this action. So suddenly our next action is just holding shift and one left mouse click, and we can bunch up every single item in the chest and send it to our inventory. You didn't have to just click once though. It may not be pretty, but you can just hold shift and spam left click, and there's absolutely no punishment to successfully doing the method this way. It can take some practice to perfect, but the method you just learned is without a doubt the meta to looting a chest. So dinna be shy, comment what MCSR skill you want to see next.